game. You know, he's excited about it.
Let's take a look at the Northside offensive unit as they will line up. And a little trouble with the monitor. The quarterback will be Corey Hill, number 7. The fullback is Virgil Mitchell. The tailback will be Chris Mays. The split end will be either Hosik or Darren Salee. The slot will be Caputo and Miller, and the wide receivers are Terry and Tate. Looking at the Northside interior offensive line, as every week our lineups are brought to you by Motor Parts and Bearings, serving, of course, West Tennessee for 50 years. The defensive line is looks like this. The center is Bartholomew. The right side tackle and guard are Rob Minnis and Alvin Ferguson. And the left tackle and guard are Melvin Brown and Will Rasp. You saw him out for the pregame toss. We'll take a look at JCM's defensive unit after the first play as the Indians come to the field. And JCM ready to boot it off and get this thing underway. It's kind of nice to have this game late in the season, Mike. It gives you that anticipation. It also gives the teams a little time to mature and get their numbers together before they meet. Like this series much better late.
We're ready to go. Comes the kick.
Good on the ground low, coming up to the short man. He knocks it down at the 25 and will fall on it at the 29-yard line. And Indians of Northside will have the ball right there, 1st and 10, and our first offensive set.
That was Jason Tate, number 84.
No huddle offense.
Coming right out with a no-huddle offense. You heard Bob Hamilton down at field side. Corey Hill to the air.
Oh, the
looking for Mays. He's got him
in
at midfield to the 45 and out of bounds in Cougar territory. Go the Indians on the first play.
That was
and they caught
Kurt McMahon.
Caught the Cougars a little off guard with that one.
Yeah, it works well on the first play. You know, that's the old lonesome end play again, you know, where you take him out on the sideline by himself and hope nobody sees him.
Chris Mays, 24, the receiver on the play. 1st and 10 for the Northside Indians. They split 2 wide to the top side of the screen. It's Salee and Caputo. To the bottom side is Tate. Hill on the ground, straight ahead. JCM's defense right there. Not much doing, maybe a gain of a yard or so.
Julian Brooks, number 52, in to make the stop. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard, Jimmy.
First quarter of play from Northside. Nice to have you along here on TRTV. Believe me, you've got the best seat in the house tonight right there on Channel 6.
And it's warm, I guess.
In front of a fireplace.
It's warm and the popcorn is fresh where you are. To the near side is Salee, along with Miller. Hill, quick drop, shoots, got his man. And down he goes inside the 30-yard line.
So it was a good play, just a quick look in, Jimmy. Number 30 was there, you know, for Montague Hayes to make the tackle, but Northside's coming out. Romping and rolling.
One key to that play, Hicks had a chance, could not get to the ball.
Salee, the big man on the reception there, he goes wide to the top side of the screen along with Louis Caputo. To the bottom side is Kelvin Tate, 89. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Northside on the move on the crossbuck. Nothing doing there. Knock him back a yard. Mark it at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that, you know, for Northside to be effective over the span of the game in their passing game, they're going to have to get something developing on the ground. Of course, they're using the huddle now. Right.
Let's take a look at the defensive secondary for the JCM Cougars. The linebackers are Michael Carr, Anthony Hicks, Wayne Woodard, and Kerry Cobb. The cornerbacks are Keith Spann and Sharon Murphy. We'll take a look at the rest of that defensive unit after this play. 2nd and 11, loss of 1. Hill to throw, across the middle, incomplete out of the hands of Caputo, and that one will go for naught and bring that one back. There you see Salee coming up out of there. Clock stops at 10:20. We're in the first quarter from Rothrock Field. 0-0 at this point. Northside in their first possession. A little in the air, a little bit on the ground. Most of the gains have been through the air for Northside. Shoots it out on the screen, Mays, and down he goes at about the 25-yard line. Gain of 4. Let's look at the interior line. The nose guard is Montague Hayes. The tackles are Alvin House and Marcus Love. The defensive end, Marcus Love, that's right.
Fumble on the play.
We've got a fumble, apparently, and JCM has come up with the ball to finish that up. The defensive end, Cedric White and Juan Brooks. And after they unstacked everybody, Mike, apparently
there was no indication, from either team that had happened, and we left it.
Whatsoever.
But I said that really stops a big drive that Northside had early in the game.
Let's see what Bryant does now as they pitch it back, trying the left side, lowers the helmet and bangs it out across the 30-yard line.
It'll be 4 yards in a cloud of dust tonight, I think, Jimmy.
Alvin House, number 34, the ball carrier. There you see Big Alvin.
No huddle offense.
No huddle again for JCM as they come right back with an in-your-face. Pitch it back to the tailback, cuts back up inside a good block, and out to the 35-yard line.
Good play then by number 55 for Northside to turn that ball up and stop it for what they're going to give. Well, they're still going to give them 3 or 4 yards. You know, we saw, Jimmy, the offensive backs for JCM last week. And that was what's so deceiving. You know, after you hit them, they're still going to make 3 or 4 yards.
That's right. 3rd down and 2, short yardage for the JCM Cougars on the 3rd down play from the 34. David Bryant, 14, is your quarterback. Gonna throw, flips it out, got his man complete is Hicks. And out to midfield goes Anthony Hicks, number 40. The big man, 210-pounder, hauled that one down. And that one, I think, caught the secondary a little off guard on the short yardage.
When you've got a stronger running game as JCM and it's 3rd and 1, what are you going to do?
I hear you.
That's a good call.
That's the old Green Bay call. Bart Starr used to like to do that on 3rd and short.
I'll tell you what, another aspect of this ball game besides the offense and defense will be the brain trust of Bud Sykes and company and Rick Collins and his crew. And they try the left side and flags have flown, and our first penalty of the evening comes out. At 8:57 left here in the first quarter of play. Talking it over with JCM.
Dead ball foul. False start against JCM.
Yep, going to mark it off against JCM. 5 yards back the other way.
Bring up a 1st and 15 now.
Back into Cougar territory, just short of the 45-yard line, and JCM a little bit stifled with their drive here. But I'm sure they won't stop them for long.
Now, I was surprised, Bob, to see JCM with that no huddle. I think they would like to take the time off the clock.
I think you've got to see a lot of tricks up both coaches' sleeves tonight. You got 2 excellent coaches.
I think they went to the back of the playbook is what you're trying to tell me?
I believe you'll see that. Northside was evident the first play of the game.
Back to the addendum. They keep it on the ground this time. It's Melvin Henning. Bounces off a couple of tacklers, now hit and ridden down after a gain of maybe, what, 2 yards on the play? JCM offensive unit, there's the quarterback, David Bryant. The fullback is Hayes, the tailback House, and the other tailback, if necessary, will be Melvin Henning. He's in there now. The flanker will be Cobb. The split end is Keith Spann. The tight ends, Anthony Hicks and Mike Carr. And that's a look at the Motor Parts and Bearing offensive lineups. Here you see the offensive line. We'll get to that after this play. 2nd and 12 from the 46-yard line. Long count this time by Bryant. Left side, big hole, 40.
One man.
To the 35, and down he goes near the 30-yard line in a big rambling run. Dives back on the loose football over there now.
There's Tyrese Miller, who finally made the tackle, 42. A couple of folks had a shot at him. Just an excellent run.
Ball carrier, as you might think, Alvin House. Big gainer for JCM from the 31-yard line of Northside. They put the ball in play.
I believe JCM's got the biggest running backs we've seen this year.
I do. Yeah, Northside's a big team, but they don't look large against the JCM.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Give it off in the backfield. Read well this time by Northside. Again, he bounces off a tackler and turns a 3-yard loss into a 5-yard gain. And Mike, that's what you were talking about.
That was Jason Montgomery who had him hit, and he's had some good games, made a good tackle. But the strength of the JCM backs is to stay on their feet and keep them moving. And as you said, turned in a loss into a 5-yard gain. That's amazing.
Alvin House again, the ball carrier. Checking out now for JCM is Michael Carr. Works in and out of that split end position. Flags fly.
Somebody lined up in the middle, I believe.
Obviously, if you watch the Northside players, you get the clue that it's going back the other way. There it is. Procedure against JCM. Back them up 5. Their 2nd penalty in this drive. Here's the offensive line for the Cougars. The center is Montral Moore. The left tackle and right tackle are Quinton Love and Chris Rutherford. The left guard, right guard, Marcus Love and Juan Brooks. And again, our lineup's brought to you every week here on TRTV by Motor Parts and Bearing. 2nd and 10. Bryant wants to throw.
Man, same play.
Got a man at the 20.
He's gone.
He's gone. 10-5. Touchdown. JCM, no flags on the field. Anthony Hicks.
Number 40.
against Chris
Can't
May.
do it all. That's the same play, the quick out that they ran earlier for the first down on the third. Let's see if we can see him here. Just a little flare out. He has good size, you know, gets outside the man, and then it's a foot race.
In to try the PAT for JCM. A flag flies. The kick is up and through, but let's see what this flag's going to be all about.
And we got another. I don't know what that could have been, Jimmy. If that was a encroachment of some sort, the play should have been stopped.
Well, the flag came out about the time the ball was snapped, and it appeared nobody was paying much attention except for the guy who threw the flag.
That's true. Let's see. Did you see that preliminary signal down there, Bob?
I don't know what is on, but the official came over and told Coach Collins.
There we go.
That's the third illegal procedure call. Ricky is not very happy at this point.
Another procedure penalty against JCM. That'll back it up. He'll be kicking the extra point now from about the 15-yard line.
Shouldn't make any difference.
No, not really. Not that short.
They've got to get that stopped. That doesn't help anyway. 3 5-yard penalties.
Boot is up. It looks like it's wide to the right, and that will go for naught with a score. JCM 6, Northside nothing. We'll break and be right back. Don't leave it.
Live it up in style. At Baker's Drug Store and Northgate Discount Pharmacy, your health and well-being is our most important concern. When your doctor gives you a prescription, it's our goal to fill that prescription economically and accurately. Pharmacist Mark Harville at Northgate, Dave Tanner at Baker's Downtown, and owner Ashley Tanner keep computerized records, bill insurance claims, and furnish tax records. For citywide delivery, call Baker's Downtown. For area-wide delivery, call Northgate Pharmacy next to Northside.
The health of your family is our main concern.
7:01 left in the first quarter, and the Cougars have jumped out on top 6-0. Had the PAT in their pocket, but a procedure penalty made them call it back, and they missed it on the second time around. After we after we said it had to.
After we were ready to give it to him. But first blood
boot this one deep, comes up short at the 20-yard line, taken over there by the Northside Indians, cuts back against the seam, and out to the 35 or 36-yard line. Tyrese Miller, one of the up men, 42. Brings it back for the Indians, and Northside will crank it up again.
Yeah, I don't think JCM is going to give Northside a chance to get that ball cranked up on their kickoff. You know, both of them, they've kind of squibbed them off, not wanting to get much going with Northside.
There you see a shot of the press box area and some of the JCM faithful on hand. Pretty good crowd on hand considering the weather conditions.
This is interesting. They've got 3 receivers on the left side, only 2 JCM defenders.
They keep it on the ground this time, straight ahead and spinning forward for a pretty good gainer is Virgil Mitchell out near the 40-yard line.
Going to pick up 4 yards. Of course, they had a little deceptive play on that, trying to get some more JCM players out to cover him. But JCM defends that one fairly well.
Mitchell's a senior, 5'11", 195-pounder, works out of the fullback spot. Wide receivers to the near side is Salee and Mays. Looks like Kelvin Tate to the right of the formation. They're going to go that way. Got Tate, and he is stood up and falls forward right around the first down marker. It's going to be close. They're going to mark it right at the 45-yard line, dead on the yard stripe.
Number 20 and number 56 for JCM up to make the stop on that play. Kenneth Spahn and Marcus Wallace. And
about a half a yard, yeah, about a half yard short.
Just as I suspected.
This time they reversed it. 2 receivers to the short side, Tate to the wide side of the formation. Mays for the first down straight ahead, and still squirming and wiggling out to the 48-yard line goes Chris Mays.
Tell you what, though, it's awful tough down there in the interior of the line. You know, there's not much sledding down there for Northside. A lot of bodies knocking together.
Neither team willing to give much at this point. 31-yard pass play from Bryant to Hicks. Put 6 on the board for JCM with 7:01 left in the first quarter. That's where we are. 6-0 Cougars. Corey Hill looked like he wanted to throw on the draw, and defensed well. Mays dropped down at about the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten, nope, I think you're going to mark it just about where he stopped. Maybe a half a yard.
Marcus Wallace again, 56 for JCM, who was not at all fooled by that draw play. Of course, talking with Coach Collins before the game, one of the things that troubles you so much about Northside is you don't see this type of passing attack every week.
That's true. It's almost a once-a-year thing. They're a rather unique offensive unit. Hill wants to throw again on the draw. Mays trying the right side. JCM right there. And the JCM bench proud of that one, as are the fans on this side.
I think you'll see that matchup all night long, Mays and Hicks.
I agree with you, Bob. Bob Hamilton at field side, Mike Singleton along with myself, Jimmy Duke in the press box, the entire TRTV crew on hand. I hate to say this, but our last game of the year. All the local teams on the road next week, and we'll wrap it up right here tonight. Salee comes wide to the left side. They load 3 receivers to this side. Single back in the backfield behind Hill. Short drop, shoots it out to Miller. And to midfield and hammered hard. I said Mitchell is what I meant. Virgil Mitchell, number 4, the receiver.
Sharon Murphy, 42, up to put a lick on him. That was a pretty good looking play there. You know, it's good the way, as much room as the JCM defenders are giving the wide outs. You know, that's going to be good for 5 or 6 yards.
But not enough in this case. 4th and 2, Bob.
JCM is so quick. That's why they're putting 2 defenses backs on 3 receivers, but they can get there so quick. Their speed's really making a difference right now.
Back deep to cover in single coverage is number 2, Melvin Henning. Low snap, handled well, big rush, got it away at end over ender. Bounces straight up and taken right there by JCM's up man, and nothing doing there as they were there to corral him.
I imagine
the Cougars will have it back around. Looks like about the 14-yard line or so. No, it's a 15 right on the strike.
I would imagine that that reception will be discussed.
Yes, it will.
When he gets to the sideline.
Coach Rick Collins on your screen there, talking to himself after that one. 3:34 left. We're in the first quarter from a breezy and cool Rock Stadium in the TR White Sportsplex. JCM cheerleaders trying to get it fired up over here. 1st and 10 now. Bryant brings the Cougars to the line of scrimmage. Left side, big hole and out to around the 20-yard line. Alvin House, 34, the ball carrier. Give him 5, Mike.
Number 33.
I have a prediction.
Anthony Williamson. Yeah, you have a prediction, Bob.
On this play.
Yes.
Is it crystal ball or
I know the play.
tarot cards?
This is 2nd and 5. You're going to see a little pass play here.
I think his proximity to the JCM coaching staff
had something to do with
had something to do with his prediction, I would imagine.
I called the play.
Oh, we're in big trouble. Keep it on the ground. Spins off of 1 tackle out across the 30-yard line. It's going to be a 1st down, I'm sure.
Good running then by 34 to pick his hole. See, well, I don't think I've ever seen a pass that low.
No, they camouflaged that pass play very, very well.
Well, he called it 42 pass play.
A little play action.
But when your quarterback's only 10 years old, you can't get it up high, can he?
Bob? Oh, lordy, lordy. They come back to haunt you, don't they?
I'm not saying a word.
2:25, first quarter. JCM on top of this one by 6 zip at this point in time. Bryant with the 1st and 10 just across the 30-yard line. On the ground again, straight ahead is Alvin House. Maybe got what? A couple of yards on that.
Yeah, they're going to give him a long 3. Louis Caputo up to make the tackle. We've called his name many times. That's a name for a football player.
Yes, it is. I like that. 2nd down and about 4 yards now, they say. This time they send a receiver split to the near side for JCM. That's Keith Spann, number 20. Bryant looks over the defensive unit. Pitch it back on the sweep left. Stood up, and down goes Alvin House. Might be near the 1st down marker, depending, Mike, on your upfield or downfield foot here.
That was Tyrese Miller, number 42, who hit him short of the 1st down. But the momentum and the good running of that, I believe he's going to have the 1st down.
I wish y'all could have seen the lick downfield. The JCM quarterback and the running back took out the safety. That's good downfield blocking. You don't see that very often from the quarterback.
1st down.
1st down for the JCM Cougars as the momentum continues for the green and gold.
Nothing but 2nd effort on that one.
You got it. Minute 20 left. 1st quarter of play from Rothrock. Crank it in, and we're ready to rock and roll. Let's see what the Cougars have in mind. Rick Collins and company. David Bryant, 14, is still your quarterback. Flags fly. We keep it on the ground and straight up the middle again.
See what, they're going on the quick count on that one. Matter of fact, on that one, it may not have even been a no count. I didn't see the quarterback make any signals, and the right end is moving too early, but they're just keyed up and ready to go. We'll watch that and see, Bob, but I didn't see any snap count from the quarterback.
Didn't either, there's something amiss with four illegal procedure calls so soon in the first quarter.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they're going on no sound and going on a count. So we've got a timeout by the referee. This must be an equipment repair.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Northside players having a little helmet trouble. He'll check out and get that fixed. That will be 42, leaving the ball game, Tyrese Miller.
That's 20 yards worth of penalties and essentially the same
penalty, right.
Plus it costs you a point. That
Indeed it did, right. You're absolutely right, Bob. 53 seconds now. Clock counting first quarter. Bryant rolls to the right side, wants to throw, got a man down there, picked off at the midfield stripe, and the Cougars, and the ball's now on the ground. Let's see. Northside still got it. Northside still has it. Kelvin Tate, 89, cut in front of that one and picked it off cleanly and then coughed it up when he hit the ground, but enough Northside shirts there to fall back on it. And again, they have stifled the JCM drive and have decent field position to work with.
15, Louis Caputo up to recover the fumble, but he was just laying back. That ball had his name on it. He was laying back, waiting for that one to be thrown.
Corey Hill brings the Indians back to the line. Gonna throw, looks right, throws right, got a man wide open. Salee complete, and down he goes at the 35-yard line. Darren Salee on the catch.
Going to be close to a first down. See what, Bob, you're talking about playing him off. You know, he was off 5 yards on that one.
I didn't watch it. I watched the Mays Hicks matchup lick in the middle. I wish you could have seen it. It was a big one. There's a matchup here.
Almost got the first down to make it 2nd and 1.
No, they got a first down.
Beg your pardon, they did not change the scoreboard. They are moving the sticks forward. It is a first down.
That's what you had me here for, Jim.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Hill to throw again. Looks left this time. Diving is Salee. And no, that was going to short hop that one, and it'll be incomplete.
So that won't even get you a nomination on that one. That one wasn't even close.
No Oscar for that one.
No Oscar for that one. Tell you what, though, you know, the game that we saw on Northside, you know, where their passing was so effective was against Dyersburg. And Dyersburg did the same thing. You know, they gave those Northside backs that cushion, and Northside killed them. I think JCM's going to have to tighten that thing up and play a little bump and run and tighten that up on that.
Single back coverage. Again. Now Miller in motion to the right side. They load 3 to the right side of the formation. They go to the short man, and out incomplete, overthrown. Salee on the wide side of the field, a single receiver there, and he goes off his fingertips, incomplete. Led him just a step or two.
If that had been a good pass, he'd have been real close to the end zone. He was open.
By the way, as we were talking earlier, Hicks was right in there on him that time. Hicks had blitzed from his linebacker spot there and was fixing to take the ball away from Hill and throw it himself.
Kelvin Tate and Chris Mays to the wide side of the formation. 2 to the top. Now motion by Caputo. Single back is Mitchell. Straight drop. Corey Hill airs it out to the corner. Louis Caputo, intended receiver, picked off by JCM. JCM picked it off in the end zone. Mike, you got a number?
Number 42 for JCM.
42 is Sharon Murphy down there to do the job. He picked it off. Hill trying to find Louis Caputo on the fly, and look at it again.
If we can see it again now, you can watch there are 2 Northside receivers in this area, but 3 or 4 JCM. There was nobody open in this area. This pass should never have been thrown.
He might have had a little daylight when he caught, but once the ball was in the air, it closed down quickly. And JCM comes right back with another turnover. And here we go again on the ground to the left side and hammering forward on the ground as clock says 000. That's the end of the first quarter of play with JCM on top of this one. 6-0. Stay with us.
When your needs are metal, you need Jackson Metal Services. By purchasing from leading metal producers, Jackson Metal Services offers competitive prices on prime quality metals such as steel, aluminum, and stainless steel, and can offer 24-hour delivery to your location. Complete metal processing from Jackson Metal Services includes shearing, drilling, multiple head plate burning to wheelabrating and automatic saw indexing. We'll help you with those hard-to-find items. Jackson Metal Services, serving Jackson and surrounding areas with metal when you want it.
living legends of the sports world come to life with sports impressions. Interpreted by the world's greatest sports artists, reproduced in the finest bisque porcelain available from the collectible corner at the Old Country Store. You too can be a part of the world of sports memorabilia, collectibles with sports legends of the past and present, baseball, football, and coming soon, basketball legends of the NBA. Sports impressions, memorabilia collectibles inside Jackson's Old Country Store.
We are back at Rothrock, ready to fire up the action in the second quarter of play. Rick Collins comes off, has a word with one of the officials on the way back to the bench. And we're about ready to start it up. 6-0, you see it right there. The Cougars on top of the Indians. JCM has the ball back on the strength of a pass interception in the end zone right at the end of the quarter. Bryant sets them up from the 25-yard line. Gives it off the house, right side, cuts back up the middle, still on his feet. Still on his feet. He breaks another tackle, and finally shoestring at midfield. And down goes big man, the number 34, Alvin House, rambling.
That was 11, Spud Mathis, who finally brought him down. I won't name everybody who had a hand on it.
We don't have that much time.
You know, we had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage there a couple of times. Let's see, watch it. Watch 66. 66 chases him down, makes a good tackle, but he just runs through the tackle.
Bounced off it too, and Spud hit him high and slid down to the shoestring, but held in there to stop him from the 44 of Northside. JCM on the ground. Bryant wants to throw, tucks it down now, and out he goes down around the 40-yard line is David Bryant.
Going to give him a first 5 yards, though. Bring up a second and 5. That's a good situation.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's what we saw last week, Bob, you know, with the JCM backs against Irisburg. You know, they just...
Their backs are strong, they're big, and they're quick. They're hard to bring down.
Just bullying over people. You know,
Anthony Hicks checks out. Excuse me, Mike.
they're just taking folks for a ride.
Kind of looks like that running back for Kansas City, if you ask me.
10:54, clock running in the second quarter of play from Rothrock. 6-0 Cougars. On the ground, left side this time, stuck hard and knocked back. Gain of maybe a couple of yards on the play.
That was a good tackle then by number 42, Tyrese Miller, to bring him down. But you notice when he did that, he was leaping over a man in the air. He didn't have his feet on the ground.
Took a little of the momentum away from him.
Or he might still be running.
Third down and 3 for the JCM Cougars. Bryant brings them back. 3-back offense again. House looking for some room. Ducks his head. He's got the first down, I think.
Looks
down near the 34-yard line is Alvin House.
Mark Ferguson, 53 for Northside, headed by the ankle.
They're going to check it, stretch the chains, and see what we've got.
Well, while we mentioned 2 teams on the field, we're mentioning a third field, and if they do a third team that's on the field, and if they do their job, we don't even know they're there, and those are the referees for tonight. Our referee is Dr. Billy Ballou, our umpire Steve Meyer, head linesman Danny Asbill, judge Steve Henson, and our ever-present timer,
Everybody
Fred
Johnson Sr. All right, Fred, good job. First and 10, they do have enough ground to make it. Let's pick it up from there. From the 35-yard line, JCM in charge of the football right now. They on the long end of a 6-0 stick at this point. 3 backs again in the backfield, tight end to the right side. Bryant on the play action now pulls it down, scrambles for the sidelines, and ridden out of bounds down near the 25-yard line. I think they're going to mark it a little short of the 25.
Louis Caputo, 15, and Will Rance, 54 over there to chase him out of bounds. But you're right.
A couple of the young men who serve as captains for the Northside team.
You're right, Jimmy. If you'll notice, that's on the wrong side of the stick. So it is third and 9.
The upfield foot, right?
Upfield foot.
Second down and 1, a short one at that. This time they split wide receiver to the right side, stack 2 behind Bryant. Bryant fakes, wants to throw into the corner.
Open.
They got it.
Yeah,
Touchdown, JCM under heavy traffic. Nicely thrown and a brilliant catch in the end zone. Good concentration by Michael Carr, number 35, in there to do the damage, and the Cougars go up 12-0.
Michael is our, watch him, he appears to be well covered, and he just